Hi, I'm Adam Kunzmiller with BoardGameGeek, and we're here at Gen Con 2016. I'm joined by Rob Doherty with White Wizard Games. And we're here to look at Star Realms and maybe have a quick peek of Hero Realms as well.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about Star Realms?
So Star Realms is a deck building game. It's won a lot of awards and gotten a lot of players, both in the digital and the physical game. Complete two-player game, $15. If you haven't tried it, you should. It's fast, it's fun, it's portable. You can carry it around in your pocket. We have a new expansion coming out for Star Realms called Star Realms United. That's going to be in stores in a few months. It's at the factory in China now, and they're in the process of doing the foil packaging, and then it's going to on a boat and ship over, etc. But we had them shrink wrap some packs and airship them over to Gen Con. So here at this show we have Star Realms United for sale, and I brought packs to show everybody. As you can see, it's just in shrink wrap as opposed to your normal card back. That's for this show only because we had to get the stuff quickly. So these are the new mission cards, and as you can see on the back, it has a yellow back frame so that you won't mix it into your main deck. At the beginning of the game, you shuffle up the missions and you deal 3 out to each player, and each mission has an objective, which is something you're trying to achieve on one of your turns, and a reward. If you achieve the objective on a mission, you can then flip that mission over. So you'll have 3 different missions face down, and if you achieve so you can look at them anytime, your opponent can't see what they are. If you achieve your objective, you can flip it over, and then you get the bonus listed under the reward. You're only allowed to flip over 1 mission per turn. If you flip over all 3 of your missions, you win the game on the spot. So it's an alternate win path, and it also they can really shake up the game with those rewards, and they get you'll want to try and do different things with your deck in order to achieve the objectives.
So aside from the new missions, what does this expansion add to the game?
All right, so we've got like Crisis, we have 4 different $5 packs for this. This pack is missions, $5 mini expansion, and that adds that element to the game. Then we have 2 different packs with new ships and bases. These are all of these are multi-faction. So this one is Blob and Star Empire. This one is Machine Cult and Trade Federation. When you play one of these cards, it counts as playing a card from both factions. So if you have other cards to trigger ally abilities, this card would trigger ally ability from a Machine Cult card or from a Trade Federation card. And some of the multi-faction cards will have an ally ability from each of their factions, and some of them will have a combined faction ally ability. The combined faction ally ability can be triggered by playing a card of either faction. So these ally abilities are relatively easy to trigger if it's a combined faction ally trigger, and the combined faction cards will make it easier for you to trigger the abilities on your other cards. So these multi-faction cards are add a really interesting wrinkle to the game, making it giving more ways to trigger ally abilities, and it also plays in with some of the missions. Where some of the missions will have you trying to get multiple factions in play at once, and these cards can definitely help with that. So we've got 2 packs which contain new ships and bases of those types, and then finally the last pack is Heroes. And these guys are more powerful and therefore more expensive than the heroes in the Crisis Heroes pack. And because they're more expensive, they have an additional ability. They have an ability that you get when you acquire the cards. So you buy it, unlike a ship or base, when you acquire a hero, it goes directly into play on your side of the table. And when you acquire them, they give you that the primary ability in the upper text box. Then You may scrap them either that turn or on a future turn, and if you do, you get the ability listed after the scrap icon. So they'll do something for you right away when you buy them, and something else when you scrap them. Sometimes it's the same ability, sometimes it'll do different things each time. And so these guys can be quite powerful, and when they're on the board, it can sort of change the math on can I get rid of my opponent's space, or etc. So those are the 4 different packs that are available in the Star Realms United expansion.
And for those that aren't able to get them early at Gen Con, when will they be more widely available?
Our expectation is 2 to 3 months from now. Basically, that's the time it takes to
come over on the boat,
go through the customs, and then shipping to distributors and then to stores. So they'll be soon because the printing is done. It's just a matter of packaging and shipping overseas.
All right, well, let's switch gears a little bit. What can you tell us about Hero Realms?
So Hero Realms, we just finished the Kickstarter last month, and we had a great response from our backers. We got over 555,000 in pledges, unlocked a lot of stretch goals. We are on track for our October to Kickstarter backers and Christmas in stores targets. Currently, the files are all at the printer now. We're expecting our pre-production proofs in the next week or 2. I brought a mock-up of one of the character packs to show people. So these cards are just done on our home printer, so the printing quality is not up to the final version, and they're a little smaller, but you can see what the cards will look like. So the character pack will come with. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, there we go. It comes with a character card, and this gives your starting health. And this is double-sided, so we have a female version of the character on one side and a male art on the other. And so you can see the Ranger starts with 58 health. You also start in play with 2 special ability cards. There is a minor special ability that you can use once every turn. It costs 2 gold to activate, and a major special ability that you can use once per game. So, for example, the track ability, you can spend 2 gold and turn this card sideways to show you've used it that turn. And then you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can put one of them you can put them on top of your deck in any order, or put any number of them that you want onto your discard pile. So you can the Ranger has the ability to sort of control what's coming up next for him. Then there's the once per game ability. Ranger's once per game ability is called Headshot. It's a scrap ability, so you would
get rid of the card.
And this lets you draw a card and stun a champion. So you can use it to stun any champion. If there's not a champion out, you could use Headshot just to draw a card, but obviously its most powerful use will be to stun an opponent's champion. Now on the back of these guys are the special rules for the character, which explains how the various abilities work, etc. In addition to those 3 cards, each character will come with life counters. So basically, the way these work, if you were at 37, you would just line up the 30 with the 7, and so these are double-sided, so you can
male or female side.
Well, actually, this just goes up to a higher health total. So basically, if you got to insanely high health totals, you get the plus 80 side of this. And then this has 0 through 30 on this side, and
so all the way up to 80.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And then each character comes with its own unique starting deck. So they will have some cards which the base decks get, like the gold, but then they have various unique cards. So the Ranger has gold and ruby, just like the starting decks, but he also has hunting bow, which gives him 2 combat, black arrows. The black arrow gives you 1 combat, and if you have a bow in play, you also get to draw a card. This can be particularly useful with the Ranger's tracking ability because you can set up the top of your deck and then play your black arrow hunting bow combo and draw whatever card that you set up on the top. And then he's got the Horn of Calling, which the Ranger's particularly good at recruiting heroes, champions to his cause. So this counts as 1 gold, but it makes the next champion you would acquire cost 1 less. So between the different starting health totals, the different special ability cards, and the
different
starting decks, you get
yeah.
a very different play experience with each of the characters. So the character packs and the base game and the Kickstarter rewards are all going to be coming to the backers. Currently targeting October for those, and then the boss decks and the campaign starting deck is targeted for January for Kickstarter backers and March for stores. If you missed the Kickstarter and you wanted to get the game, we have a late backer program currently on our Kickstarter page that'll be going this month only because we're going to be sending out surveys next month. So.
Great. Well, thank you, Rob, for taking us through Star Realms and Hero Realms.
Thank you very much.